Rod Ivan, yep.
Cardi, the boys seem to lose their head a little bit there in the second half.
Yeah, got a bit frustrated, I think, mate. Yeah, but no, you can accept, a lack of discipline here and there, but yeah, we bit of frustration set in, and discipline was went out the window a bit in the second half.
Is that the combination of sort of the last 2 or 3 months rather than one game?
No, I don't think so. You'd like to see that sort of aggression and energy, but it's got to be in, it's got to be within the scope of the game. So we probably had stages went a little bit over the top. I think they were frustrated with some decisions and probably the way the game was officiated.
How you had to feel on the field, frustration-wise?
Frustrating. That's about it, really.
What got to you?
Everything. I felt like everything was against us.
Is it interpretations, Greg, or calls? Or?
Both the refs were making different calls. We got one ref standing next to me said one thing, the other one said another thing. It's hard to know which one to listen to.
Well, he had a linesman put his flag up when the player didn't go out.
And the hit on JT at the end as well.
The tackle on JT, the video ref try after half time. It was continuous. Look, I'm not condoning how that's all we spoke about after the game was that we lost our discipline in the second half. But when you got to get real about it, there was some things that just leave you scratching your head.
Completions, don't you, John?
Yeah, mate, that's what cost us the game. Again, it was. We're not giving us. They scored tries off kicks because they just rolled the ball up the field and they put the kick in the right spot and they contested the kicks and they come up with some tries. I think they scored 3 tries off kicks, but yeah, we just didn't give ourselves those opportunities with too many turnovers.
Greg, what were your thoughts at 8-0? Was everything going well, or do you think you were a bit fortunate with 8-0? They had a try disallowed, I guess.
Yeah, we were doing what we planned to do. We were in control of the game the same way we've been the last few games, really. In control of games, and then have picked laps in a few minutes, and they scored a couple of times and made a few breaks, and then the floodgates open.
How do you approach the rest of the season, John? What makes things hard for you now?
Well, you're playing for your personal pride now. It's you just got to every game you play at this level, you got to treat as gold. You never know when your last one's going to be, and it's it's about sort of, I suppose for us is getting a balance of that, the effort and aggression that we showed the second half. But you do that and you can do it consistently. You got to win. You're going to win the majority of games, but you got to find the right balance.
Greg, did you come into this game thinking this is the game you need to win and keep your season alive?
You go in every game thinking that, mate. There's no game that I've come into this year thinking that we weren't going to win it. We're in a position to win it, and mistakes, errors with the ball and without in defence, we let ourselves down.
Will Aiden Caesar have to play Queensland Cup before you bring him back, or how are you?
I'm not sure, mate. I'll talk to the little big turnaround. We don't play next Monday, so I'll talk to the medical staff this week. But if he's available, I don't know if he's available yet. I think next week's the 12 weeks. We'll just have to see if he's available and what we do with him.
What difference does it make, Bertie, when he's there compared to when Aiden's been missing like he has?
It's awfully hard losing both your halves. We had that good run at the start of the year with our two our first choice halves, and then since then we've had makeshift. They've swapped and changed, and it's probably been one of the determining factors of why we are where we are on the ladder. But we'll definitely enjoy having some stability, and that's what he brings.
Just ask about Brad Ty and David Mead.
Yeah, Brad Ty strained a groin, I think, early in the game. Mead was really tight in the hammy. He's coming off a hamstring injury. He just tightened up. I don't think he's done any more damage. He's just got tight, so it was more precautionary.
That weird try that Thurston scored, was there enough evidence there to overturn the on-field decision?
Well, You all watched it. I didn't see where the ball touched. I couldn't see. There was no evidence to show where the ball touched the ground. You know, I think there wasn't a person in the ground that thought it was a try. And the players, the crowd. I think the only two guys that thought it was a try was the two guys in the video box.
John, have you been able to have a chat or dialogue with Tony Archer throughout the year, or will you seek him out?
Yeah, I have. Mate, I try and talk regular, but there's stock standard answers. You know, there's just stock standard answers. You know, it comes down to interpretation, and you know, if he says it's black, well, it's black. You know, it doesn't matter what I say.
That's it. Thanks, Flex.